Imagine paying 10 million naira for a piece of land only to discover that the land was never for sale in the first instance. Or you buy a beautiful house from an agent, move in, and months later someone shows up with documents claiming they are the real owner. How will you feel? As a matter of fact, it will first of all sound like a movie to you, but unfortunately, it's not. Every day, Nigerians are losing their hard earned money to fake agents, fraudulent land deals, fake documents, and abandoned real estate projects. But here is the scary part. Some of these scams look completely legitimate. So, how do you know who to trust? How do you know if the property is genuine? And what should you check before you hand over your money? Today on Karikatalk TV, we'll be exposing dark side of real estate in Nigeria. I'll show you the red flags you must never ignore. Hello everyone, welcome back to Karikatalk TV, where we talk about real estate, investment, business, and the issues that matter to you. Now, let me first of all ask you, have you ever seen a property advertised online at a price that looked too good to be true? Maybe a beautiful piece of land in a developing area with an agent telling you, pay today because tomorrow the price is going up. You transfer the money and then boom, suddenly the agent's phone is switched off, or the office address does not even exist in the first instance. And you discover that the property has already been sold to 3 other people. Unfortunately, this is the dark side of real estate in Nigeria. Today, we're talking about real estate scams, fake agents, fraudulent and land transactions, abandoned projects, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Number one, let's talk about fake real estate agents or realtors. One of the biggest problems in the industry is the rise of fake agents. Today, almost everybody can create an Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or WhatsApp account and call themselves a real estate consultant. They post beautiful houses, they post expensive cars, they post screenshots of supposed transactions. They even use professional looking logos. But none of these things automatically prove that the person is legitimate. So before dealing with an agent, ask questions. Who owns the property? Can I verify your company? Can I inspect the property document? And possibly, can we even know your office? And don't be afraid to walk away if the person refuses proper verification. Move on. You always get a better property, I can tell you. Now, number 2, land scams. Land fraud is another major problem. One piece of land can be sold to multiple people. You may pay for a property believing you've bought it, only to discover later that someone else has a receipt. Another person has an agreement. Another person is already developing the land. I've seen a situation whereby someone offered arrowful. He sold to someone, he gave him arrowful. He sold to another person, he gave him agreement. He sold to another person, he gave him the C of full documents. It was on the D-Day that we got to know that 3 people or 2 other people have earlier bought the property. So this is why you should never buy land simply because somebody else tells you. Don't worry, the land is genuine. Property ownership and title documents should be properly investigated before you commit your money, your hand-earned money. And this is where professional, legal, and property due diligence becomes extremely important. Number 3, don't fall for unbelievable prices. Let's be honest. If similar properties in an area are selling for millions of naira and someone suddenly offers you one for a fraction of the price, you should ask questions, please. It does not necessarily mean it's a scam, but it means you need to investigate. Do your findings. Sometimes the low price may be because of poor documentation, location problems, domain acquisition disputes, accessibility issues, or other problems the seller isn't telling you about. Remember, cheap property can become the most expensive property you ever bought. I move to number 4, abandoned estate projects. Another issue investors need to watch carefully is abandoned projects. Imagine paying for a property in an estate because the developer promises you that your house will be ready in 18 months. And 2 years later, nothing happens. 3 years later, construction has stopped. And suddenly, nobody can give you a clear answer. Before investing in an off-plan project, don't only look at the beautiful 3D designs, investigate the developer. Very important. A lot of developers have run away with clients' money, which you should not fall into that trap as well. So in case you come across a developer who wishes to sell for you, ask questions like, what projects have you completed before? Can I visit them? Who owns the land? What approval are available? What happens if the project is delayed? It's good. Or what does the agreement say about refunds? A beautiful brochure is not a proof that the project will be completed. I move to the next one. The pressure tactic. This is one of the biggest red flags. The agent tells you, sir, if you don't pay today, somebody else will buy it tomorrow. Sometimes that's true anyway, but sometimes it's simply a pressure tactic. So don't allow somebody to rush you into making a decision involving millions of naira. A genuine investment opportunity should survive reasonable due diligence. You can be excited about a property and still take your time to verify it. So, how do you protect yourself? This is a very important question we need to ask ourselves. Of course, you need to ask yourself before you buy any property. Here are 5 simple rules. Number 1 rule is verify the agent you're talking about, the particular agent you're working with, verify him and be sure that he is a reliable agent. Know who you're dealing with and who they represent. And rule number 2 is verify the property itself. Don't rely only on pictures and videos. Visit the location and investigate the property. Rule number 3, verify the documents. Verify all the documents. Don't assume that because somebody shows you a document, the document is genuine or valid. Do not do that. Take your time, do due diligence, and the other day you have reasons to smile. Get proper professional verification. Rule number 4, investigate the developer in a situation where you are dealing with a real estate developer, especially when buying off plan. Look at their histories and, of course, completed projects. Rule number 5, don't let greed or pressure make the decision for you. Never allow that. When opportunity sounds too good to be true, investigate before you invest. And my final message on this presentation is this: real estate remains one of the most powerful ways to build and preserve wealth. But property investment is not something you should enter blindly. Don't buy because the agent is convincing. Don't buy because everybody is buying. Don't buy because the price is cheap. And don't buy because somebody tells you. Buy because you have done your own work. Yes, viewers, if you found this video useful, please like this video, share it with someone who is planning to buy a land or a property I'm sure this will help such a person. Subscribe to Karikatalk TV for more practical conversation about real estate and investments. I'd like to hear from you. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you in the next presentation.